Luke, you're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it. We had your cat. You got to call me right away. You got to call me. You got to call me. We had your cat on the X-ray machine. I want to welcome you back again today. We have an exciting story for you today. This story happened when my kids were actually quite small. And to lay a little background on this, it was a bit of a winter day. It was winter, it was kind of cooler, and the kids, I was just getting them ready. I was taking them on the bus to go to school. And they had to meet a bus, and so went outside, took them outside, got them there, we're going, and as I was going past my truck, and here's the thing, it was a brand new truck. As I went past the truck, I heard a kind of a little, like when it was running, I heard a little tick tick. You know, what was that sound? Didn't know what that was. Jumped in the truck, took the kids, got them back to the bus. As I was coming back, I went into our yard where we have buildings and stuff, and I was dropping some garbage off. And as I dropped the garbage off, I come out of the truck again. I hear this tick 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 tick. I'm like, what's going on? This is a brand new truck. What is that? And I come by the fan, in front of the fan, and tick 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 tick. Really high, like just very high frequency, and then it stopped. I was like, oh, that's really weird. Get on with my day. Day goes by. Near the end of the day, again, picked up the kids, did some other stuff. We went and we were part of a soup kitchen. And so after we did the soup kitchen, we were pulling the trailer back home. We had kind of a restaurant soup kitchen trailer. And I pull it home. We pull it into our yard. And by this time, it's about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And we pull into the yard, we're filing out of the vehicle. Everyone's just heading to bed. My wife, Jenna, she was off for a little alone time at the lake. And so she was gone, and it was just me and the kids. And we went by, and as I walked by the front of the truck, I heard this lightest little mew. I'm like, what? And as I heard that sound, all these different things flashed through my mind. I remember hearing I heard something with a fan. Then I heard it when I was dropping garbage. And I heard this little meow. Like, cat? Well, what's going on? Why would I hear a cat? A few weeks before this, maybe it was even a month before this, we needed some cats. Now, I've always been allergic to cats. I've been allergic to cats, dogs, horses, pretty much anything. And so we don't have cats in the house, but we needed cats to kind of control the mice problem. And so we had got my nieces, they went and they had a bunch of cats. And so what they did is these were wild barn cats. And in order to catch them for us, they had to like not feed them for like a while and then kind of trap them, and they got them and brought them to us. So these cats, they didn't let you pet them and come around them. They were just strictly work cats, killing mice. And so here we are, we get this cat. I'm like, what's going on? And so we lift up the front of the hood of the truck, and if you've looked in a Ford truck, a newer Ford trucks, it's like you can hardly see anything. It's just full. The engine's full. We're looking around trying the fan housing. I'm getting in and I'm trying to look down into under there and say, what's going on? What is this? Is it possible? And as I was looking in on there, I could see just after I pulled some plastic off, cat, the bottom of this housing in the fan down there. And what I could see, it was really, really damaged. That must have gone in there and the fan had been hitting it, and it was really hurt. It was just kind of slumped over there, just in there, cradled in there, just eyes barely open. Like, oh man, okay. Well, I said, okay, Caleb. He went, my oldest son, he went and grabbed a yardstick. We had this kind of a thin 3-foot yardstick, and I put some overalls on because it's kind of cold. Meanwhile, which I didn't know at the time, the girls and Cody and everybody, they went quickly in the house. They got on the phone. They started calling their cousins. They started calling their grandparents. They started calling people. They started praying, God, we got this cat. We got to save this cat. My mind is, we got to get the cat out of my truck, and then we'll probably have to, this cat looks pretty hurt. So Caleb and I go to work, and everyone's kind of milling around, and there's a prayer chain going on, and so Caleb's up top, and I get underneath. I have overalls on, laying on the cold snow, and I reach my hand, and I'm trying. I don't know the mechanics. You guys, my hat's off to you. How you guys do some of the stuff you have to do, but I was winding my arm and my hand around stuff and in stuff trying to get to that cat. And it was a maze. And Caleb was up top. Caleb's standing up top on the top of the truck, and he's got the yardstick, and he's trying to slide it in there, just in through the spot to try and edge the cat over to me. And so I've wound myself all the way through all this stuff, hoses and lines and rods. And at one point, I actually got my arm stuck, and I started to panic, just like, ah! I couldn't hardly get it out. And then I had, okay, no, okay. I got it. And I could just barely touch the cat. I could feel it. Okay, Caleb, a little closer. And so Caleb's up top. And he's pushing, he's edging that cat forward, edging it closer. And finally, I got a hold of it. Okay, Caleb, 1, 2, 3. And I pulled the cat, and he pushed it. Wah! It made this horrible sound as I pulled it through there, and just boom, the whole body just slumped down. I thought it died, but it wasn't. Quickly, the girls came over. They had taken a laundry hamper. They had put towels in it. They had a little bed all made up for it. Whew. The laundry hamper came there, put the cat in the laundry hamper, and they're like, oh, hey, Dad, we got the laundry hamper. I said, okay, but, the cat's pretty hurt. When we looked at the cat, the cat's leg was just pulverized, smashed, all the skin's off it. This other one smashed. His head, every time he breathes, his whole head, all the skin swells up. So the air, there's a line breakage. I don't know what you'd call it, medical terms, veterinarians, you know it exactly. And the whole head would swell up and then go down, up. Peeled all the skin off of it, smashed, like you could just, it was just this poor cat. I said, I don't know if we can, this cat probably needs to be put down. No, Dad, no, we've been praying for this cat. God wants to heal. We got to call the vet. I'm like, call the vet. It's like almost 11 o'clock or 10:30, 11 o'clock. Call the vet. Oh, yeah, no, Dad, we got to call the vet. We got to see what we can say. Oh, no, I don't want. Aren't vets expensive? So we go there, and sure enough, there's a 24-hour emergency line for vets. And okay, well, I'll call the vet. And somebody answered. Hello, I think they were kind of sleeping. And so I tell them the situation. Hey, the cat's been hurt, and this is what's happened. You know what? I don't think you should bring it in tonight. If it makes it through the night, bring him in the morning. Okay. All right, I think the vet's on my side. He's thinking this isn't a good thing to do to take him in. But the kids, oh, no, this is good. Kids, everyone kneels around, prays for the cat all together. We all go to bed. They had a little cream for it, put it in the little furnace room by the stove. It was there. It was just taken care of. We all go to bed, wake up in the morning. Kids are already down there. Dad, the cat's alive. Cat's still alive. Well, the cat wasn't happy. He was just he's been really, really hurt. But he's still alive. He made it through the night. So, Dad, you got to take him to the vet today, because if he makes it through the night, then he has to go to the vet today. Okay, so I took the kids, dropped them off at school, took them to where they're going to meet the bus, and I got the cat in my brand new truck. I'm allergic to cats. In my brand new truck, sitting on the front thing, sitting there in a heap. And I drive up, and my brother-in-law looks at me when I drop the kids off. He says, "Are you feeling okay?" I don't think I am. Anyways, dropped them off, took the kids. My wife also knows, and she's praying for this. She's praying for the kids, and we talk as I'm going to the veterinarian's office, and she says, "Luke, what's going on with you?" I told her I got the cat with me. She's like, "Did you sprout a heart?" And so we get to the veterinarian office. I get in there, I pull into the thing, and I see people. They got proper cages, they got leashes, they got collars with name tags and bells and whistles, and I got this cat in a laundry basket. And this is a wild barn cat. I'll go into the thing, and I'm Luke. I had a cat. Oh, yeah, you called last night. Yeah. What's your cat's name? What's the cat's name? Do we even have a name for this cat? I'm like, okay, because these are wild cats. We just barely pet them. We don't hardly do it because they don't want you to touch them. Our cat's name, then I remembered, the kids called one Dale and the other one Chip. And so this one was Dale, because I remember him saying that. So it's Dale. This is Dale the cat. So, okay, Dale the cat. So he takes it, and he's like, just takes one look over the counter and says, "Mr. Hyman, this cat is, I think it probably should be euthanized. And I said, well, I was thinking that too. However, my kids have prepared a prayer team, and they have enlisted neighbors, family members, all their cousins, and they're praying for the health of this cat. So I don't think I can just do that. So do you think you could take a X-ray and tell me what we can do if we can do anything? I mean, because the arm, it's just in pieces, the front leg, and it was. I mean, even for me, it was a lot to look at. And so she said, okay, this procedure, if we were to even try to do anything, would be very expensive. And I don't even think it would work, and I don't think your cat's going to. But I said, please, my kids are praying for this cat. People are praying. Just take it. And so, okay, well, leave him with us. Leave Dale with us. Put a name on him there. Put him in there. Leave him with us, and we'll call you after we get an X-ray. Okay, all right, you let me know. So I proceeded to go. I was going to go help a friend build a little garage, and I was in there and they were having breakfast, and I was just waiting with them, and I all of a sudden I noticed that a little beep beep came up on my phone, and I looked, and I was like, I got a voicemail. I wonder why it didn't come through. And so meanwhile, I was telling them the story, and they were kind of making fun of me that I was taking this cat to the vet, so I get the phone, and I just listened to the voicemail, and this is what the voicemail said. Luke, you're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it. We had your cat. You got to call me right away. You got to call me. You got to call me. We had your cat on the X-ray machine. You got to call me. You got to call me back. So I quickly call the vet. What's going on? Hello? They're like, I said, yeah, hi, this is Luke. Oh, Luke. Oh, Dale the cat. The owner of Dale the cat? Yes. You're not going to believe this. God healed your cat. What? Said, this is what happened. We were there. We put them on the thing to get an X-ray. He's sitting on the little X-ray table. I mean, laying there. He can't move anyways. He can't walk. He's putting there. We go around the corner to take the X-ray. The cat jumps up and starts walking around. His leg is not broken anymore. He's healed. God healed your cat, Luke. What? How's this possible? You got to come here right away. We want to see you. And so I said, I got to go. I whipped down to the vet clinic. I come into the vet clinic, and Dale the cat made us like a celebrity there. Walk in. Yeah, I'm Luke. Luke, this is the owner of Dale the cat. The vets are coming out, different help, for the backs coming out. Oh man, God healed your cat. Wow, this is unbelievable. Come there, I come to the back, the cat's just purring around, and people are rubbing it, petting it, and he's just purring and rubbing up against them. And I'm like, we've never pet this cat. This cat won't. He's like, you guys must be such a good family for this cat. Like, we've never seen a cat this friendly. I'm looking at this cat. I'm like in total shock. I hardly knew the name of the cat, let alone when nobody petted the cat. Everyone's petting the cat. God healed your cat. There's a text in the Bible, and it comes out of Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 and 7. And this is what the Bible says. It says, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and then thank Him for what He already has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and your minds as you live in Christ Jesus. As you reflect on the story of Dale the cat, I want you to think about your life and some of the things that you might be worrying about. Are your problems too big to trust with anyone else? I'd like to challenge you and say yes. Yes, they are too big. They're even too big for you. Why not take it to God today? And if He can do a miracle for Dale, how much more does He want to do in your life? There's two things I want to ask you to do, invite you to do today. The first thing is, I want to invite you to share this story. Because when stories stop being shared, they die. And the second thing I want you to do is I want you to look this week and I want you to ask, is God active around me? Looking forward to seeing you right here next week. Is God active?